Dean, it is very rare what is happening right now. Very rare. May not have ever happened.
I I can't think of a time where it has.
I don't know what to start the show with. We were sitting 5, 6, 7 minutes. Couldn't think of anything. Nothing came to me, Dean.
Yeah,
Usually, pressure makes diamonds. And today I had nothing. I had absolutely nothing.
What makes... Okay, yeah, pressure does make diamonds. So that means today's going to be a fucking... It's a diamond in the rough. We just got to cut it free.
We're in the rough right now. This is the
right.
rough.
This is the rough, and
we're in the dirt right now.
We got to
excavate
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And then let somebody else, take the diamond from us and sell it.
Like blood diamond.
Well, we suffer.
Wow.
But we suffer for our listeners, so they can have the riches of the show.
I mean, really, the rough. Metaphorically speaking, the rough was a week with no news, almost no news, right?
Right.
And yeah,
that's not our fault.
Yeah, there was just like one diamond in the whole week. And it was an expensive diamond, like not even an entry level diamond. Like they say it's an entry level diamond.
Oh, actually, it's funny that we're talking about. Didn't they just find like the world's biggest diamond? Like
second biggest diamond.
Oh, yeah. Second biggest. It's like 58 carats or something like that.
Yeah, it's huge.
Something crazy. Maybe that's the diamond.
That's the diamond. That was the news of the week. It was just that one diamond.
I don't think we've ever said the word diamond so much on the show before.
I don't know. I don't know. You just got to bear with us, guys. It's just us today.
Yeah.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where Dean and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right, and we want to thank everybody out there who's watching live or on the replay if you're listening to the show later in the week. Right now it's Tuesday. But wherever you're listening to us, thank you. Shout out to you. You're the reason why we do this.
Shout out to our friends over at Collector Zone. Also, Dean, the dynamic duo is back.
Dude, how long has it
Wow.
been? Fucking.
I think episode 49 was the first episode where it's just you and I. And then I think it was like just that for a little bit. And then it's been a while. It's been years, I think. Been years. I've only done one show by myself. I think at least only one, maybe two. But yeah, it's a rare outing for us. But we're going to nail this, team. We're going to make some diamonds tonight. Let's see here. We got Sam Gist, Trevor Weed, Sith Scale Collector, Jason Nelson, Tim Harvey. Hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. This Iron Man was a day one pre-order for me to look at with my sideshow, Captain America and Hot Toys. Classic suit Spider-Man. We got Danik and Lee Walker. Trevor Weed, 12-inch Moose Stream. Hello, community of collectors. I am irate. I'm not going to read this comment because, not for censorship, but we're going to talk about this here in a little bit. It's pretty wild. Trevor Macho Grande having the same problems with his figure. Let's see here. Mike, old school two-man show. Mike beat the hell out of me in NCAA today. I was fucking furious. So I would throw my controller against the wall. Jason Nelson, Danik and Lee Walker. Danny, your package is going out tomorrow. It was like torrential flooding in San Antonio. It was wild. Sunnyvale Russ. Let's see here. Philip the Fool Let's see, Universal Key, Oilers, and yeah, here we go. 2 game day players: King Dingaling, draw line 35. Why not invite John? It was a little last minute, and
Yeah,
don't
it really
don't want to
was.
ruin anyone's evening, right? On our accord, we can handle this just fine. Dean, we have a very special segment that we start off all of our best shows with.
Yeah, are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What'd you get new this week? I had a pretty good week, actually.
Well, I'm not used to seeing myself so big on the side there. Large and in charge,
I know,
baby.
dude.
Look at this. Wow.
Yeah.
We should not invite people more often. Just kidding.
Wow. So yeah, I picked this guy up from Rainer. This is a Mythic Legions. Let me get his name. It doesn't say it on the boxes ever. His name's Aether,
Aber,
Arether. I don't know. It's a big demon guy with a flaming sword, which I really wanted to get for my Estrella figure because I used most of the flaming sword through most of the game.
Yeah.
But he's a big red demon guy with like black armor and big demon wings and is badass. I had a few weeks ago, I don't know if you remember, I had like a bunny girl figure that I had gotten.
How could I forget?
And I was just kind of sitting on my shelf because I initially got her to go with my my anime schoolgirls with guns.
Yeah,
But
of course. Why wouldn't you?
Right. But she was like way too tall, like just like not the same scale.
Yeah.
And so I didn't even bother opening it, and I just had it laying around. And I've been getting into Mythic Legions, and Rainer was like, I have this guy. And I was like, bro, yes. And we traded, and I picked him up, and it was... honestly, I probably wouldn't have bought this ever. But I was like, it's not going to cost me anything. Like, I already bought this other figure. Like, I might as well have something in the Mythic Legions line. I need something more demon-y anyway. And holy shit, I was totally blown away. This guy is fucking awesome. Philip the Fool said I should get the horse that comes with him. I have a horse, not a flaming horse, obviously, but that's a lot of room. I don't know if I have enough room for another horse, but it's fucking sweet. I love this guy. And I got a good deal on him, technically, because the anime girl was like $60 and then shipping, and then I got the exclusive with it. That was like another 20. So I was like $100-something bucks into it. So when we traded, this guy currently is selling for around 140. So I think I got a good deal.
What did you trade for this?
The bunny girl, I just told you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mike sent me more information about this thing we're going to in a second. Very cool. Very cool. I feel like there's so many cool Mythic Legions, and I'm so late to the party that it's like there's no point to try to go back. And so I'm just looking forward. There's a cool angel that's coming out, I think in like probably pretty soon, I think. Let me see, what is his name? I have him on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah. But I can't fucking wait.
Yeah, moving backwards in the Mythic Legions has been super hard. Because I like to do customs. Nothing crazy. I don't like paint mine. And some people have like fucking shelves of like custom painted literal legions. But I'm like, I want to kit bash. I do kit bashing, not customizing. So it's like I want to kit bash my character from Baldur's Gate.
Ooh.
And my character wears gold. She's been wearing gold like literally the whole campaign.
Yeah.
There's really only like 2 or 3 Mythic Legions that are females that wear gold.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all fucking expensive now because you can't get them anymore.
Yeah.
And Mythic Legions is pretty good about not reissuing. Now, they'll come out with basically the same figure in like a different color scheme. But
yeah,
it's
like
not,
the Gold Knight.
Right. But they're not straight reissues. So it's like, when am I going to see? And also, if they release like 20 figures, maybe 2 of them are female. So it's like, fuck, like, I'm never going to see this, again anytime soon. So I should just fucking bite the bullet and buy it. So that's what I did. But yeah, I love the Mythic Legions community. Honestly, it's really cool because everyone's really helpful and everybody has selling parts is also. I mean, you might as well just buy the figure that you need a part from.
Expensive.
Yeah, because it's like I could buy the shoulder piece for $20, or for another $20, just get the whole figure, and then yeah, it's like it's kind of frustrating, but in the event that you don't have the extra $40, just buy a shoulder piece from some guy and call it a day. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with my Mythic Legions.
There you go. Let's see. We also got you got some D&D into this week. Let's bring that up.
Oh yeah. In fact, I think Jason also was in the chat. I met up with him for a different figure for my Gundam stuff, but I don't usually cover Gundam on the show. But again, I'm building my Mythic Legions line. More of a D&D line, if I'm being honest. Just because, knights and wizards and goblins and shit. So I got these.
Like goblins?
I actually don't really like goblins at all, so.
I hate to hear it.
Yeah. So I got the Golden Archive Hasbro Dungeons and Dragons Displacer Beast, Owlbear, and Xanathar, who is a spectator. No, he's a
beholder.
Beholder, thank you. Spectators only have 4 eyes. Beholders have 10. And they're much bigger. So yeah, I picked these up. These are gonna go good on the shelf with the D&D stuff. I think I need just the white owl bear. I don't know if I will pick it up, but I might as well if I can find it cheap enough. And they're also coming out. I don't know if you saw this, Zach. They're coming out with like they're like ghouls. They're black, but they look like the Gushy Boys.
Ooh.
Yeah, but it could be cool for you to repaint one.
Yeah,
I think it comes in a set of 3.
Uh-huh.
But those are coming out, so I got to pick those up too whenever they do come out.
Dude, I love the Gushy Boys.
Dude, he's coming pretty clutch, honestly. Maybe not like damage wise, but just like shield wise.
He's
like,
so annoying. It's like he's just like a 150 hit point body that you just have to deal with. Or it's just gonna either like make the battlefield a mess or get in your way or just hit some auxiliary objective that no one wants to waste their turn on. Like,
right.
He went from being your worst person enemy to being your best friend almost.
No, I've always loved the Gush. I don't like the methods, the ice methods.
Yeah. Because when they die, they blow up. I honestly don't think that the water one's been killed more than like once. He's a fucking.
I don't know if he's ever
monster. I think that one time we got swept by Raphael. I think. He did.
Oh, that's true.
Other than that, he's pretty fucking beefy.
Yeah, but whatever D&D monsters they want to come out with, honestly, I'm there for. So.
Have you opened the owlbear yet?
I have. I literally got them in the mail, ate some food, and got on my computer.
Wait, you got Jason Nelson mailed you these?
No. I was saying I had met up with him and we were talking about these.
Oh, I see.
And I ordered these on Amazon. They were, I think there's
it's like a clearance.
Yeah, $20 each on the owlbear and the Displacer Beast, and then Xanathar was 30, like 27.
Yeah, he's a little expensive.
Free shipping.
Yeah, he's a little pricey.
They are hitting at Ollie's.
Yeah, I've went once for you when you asked, and they had basically the only D&D figures they had were like from the movie, and it was the wizard kid, and then the bad guy. I don't remember what his name is, but he's like the main villain, the ritzy looking guy. Not really anything worth picking up.
Not the bard.
No, if they had the bard, dude, I have never seen that one. Yeah.
Oh, Jason has one.
He does. I've been wanting to buy that and the the
Gelatinous
Jello,
cube?
yeah, the cube.
Yeah, I was about to say I might hit him
My
up
poor
with the
man.
gelatinous cube because I have all the other beats now. I just need the gelatinous cube.
There you
And
go.
I do have a figure for Jason anyway, so.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. Let's see here. So I have 2 figures. I actually haven't opened them yet. Philip the Fool was nice enough to find these for me and drop them off. It is the Joe Fixit Hulk, which I'll be honest, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know anything about Joe Fixit. It's just Hulk with a Tommy gun, and I'm all about that. So I got that, and then he had found Black Chrysanthemum, which I don't personally know that much about Black Chrysanthemum, but at the end of Book of Boba Fett with the melon scene, Dean made a really funny joke, and it made me laugh so hard. And he comes with the melon, so it's worth enough for me to buy the figure. And
that joke is so good, though.
Cannot ever be repeated, but
ever.
it's I just need a 3 3/4 Book of Boba Fett because I have the girl, I don't want Faye, something like that. What's her name? I don't know. The girl he's always with.
The robot? She's got robot parts?
Oh yeah, your robot parts, yeah. What's her name? Anyone in the chat?
Shit, I totally forgot it.
Let's see. Let's look at Book of Boba Fett cast.
Equan said they're $5 at Ollie's. The displays to be. Buy one and send it to Zach. He needs. Oh
Fennec.
no, you have one.
Fennec. There we go. Thank you, Philip. Yeah, I have a Fennec already, so I'm already, I guess, halfway there to the trio. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I definitely can't wait to get him open. And I didn't realize he was a deluxe figure. I thought I swear I've seen him just on the regular card somewhere, but maybe I'm thinking Black Series. But yeah, it's really cool. So Philip, thank you for that. And I can't wait to open the Hulk either because I actually have 2 gray Hulks. I don't even have a green Hulk, but this is, I don't know. I kind of just like the little suit. I like that suit. Does he transform and then he puts the suit on, or does the suit grow with him? Who can know? I
was gonna say I got a gray Hulk for you.
Ew, nasty boy.
No, like literally.
Nasty. Let's talk about Get It or Not, Dean. Is a show where we tell the world if we're gonna get it or not. We're starting with the Hono Studio Iron Man 1/6 scale action figure. This one is coming in at the whopping price of $215, releasing January to June 2025. I will be honest. I don't love the price. I think the price is the worst part about this. I also, it's weird because like I get that the hands, they're not going to be posable fingers, so you want to swap the hands. And you're accepting that the hand will have a joint because of that, right? Seems like there's no ankle joint, so I don't understand how you're willing to make that compromise for the hand, but not the ankle, and at the risk of, like in any of these poses, it doesn't look like it's going to be very sturdy when it's any sort of articulation. I think it's perhaps a bit too soon. I know the Hot Toys Seamless is not the best. I don't know if the Hono, what they use for their Wolverines, is better. It's been out, I think, for about a month or 2, or maybe about a month for the yellow and the brown Hono, and I haven't seen any major issues, so perhaps they've figured it out. But something like this definitely scares me, right? Having a seamless Iron Man, which is ideal for this look, right? You want that organic look, but the long-term potential of having this thing potentially start to rip on you, and really just not having any alternative in the box, like a pre-posed arms or a jointed arm, I think is a bit worrisome. You do get 2 kinds of masks. You do get the sort of eye look behind the masks, which is pretty cool. LED lineup effects, which I feel like Hono's probably starting to lose sight of, I think, to me at least, what the goals were of the company, right? Entry level figures at a pretty good price. I don't know. I think for this line, I think 215 is getting a bit extreme. What do you think, Dean?
Yeah, and I said this even back when the symbiote Spider-Man was coming out. I was like, it's already getting too high. This one is just pushing it even further. For I don't know. It lights up on the chest, I guess.
Yeah. So the it looks like you get magnetic activated LED arc reactor and repulsor pump. So there's, I think, 3 points of LED in the figure.
Okay. It just seems. I mean, there's toys in the kids section at Walmart with light up features. They don't. It's not like fucking crazy technology putting a fucking LED in a figure, right?
Yeah.
So I don't see it adding an extra. If this was, how much was the original Wolverine? 160, 170.
The prices so far have been 160 for the Wolverine, 175 for Magneto, 175 for Spider-Man, 160 for brown suit Wolverine, and now 205 for the Iron Man. So this is the pricing trend that we're seeing here.
So yeah, it's like I don't see it justifying it that big of an increase. Seamless. I mean, I guess, but Wolverine had seamless arms too, so why wasn't he fucking $200 something?
Yeah. I think you could maybe, I don't know if this is the argument, but you could say technology, I guess, to run that through the arms, if any. I don't know if that's, making that price point what it is, but I think to me, I mean, I don't know. Or the light could be at the wrist or at the wrist. Okay. Yeah, that's probably true.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just in the gauntlet.
But I think to me at least, first off, this comment here is great, right? Like if you take the Hono name off, this is an amazing price. Absolutely, right? But I think when they brought this line up, this line in particular, the goal was low price, high quality, great articulation, and essentially more comic skewed figures, right?
Right.
I don't think you're hitting great articulation with this. Personally, I think this is something that you're going to want to baby. If Hot Toys hasn't mastered this medical grade silicone that supposedly they've switched to, but I don't think on an entry grade figure, right, you do all the bells and whistles. I think if the reason this figure is 205 or 215 rather, if the reason this is 215 is because it took $30 more to add in the LED effect, I don't think that's really necessary at an entry grade price point. Because apparently you could do the seamless arms, right, at that 160. I don't think that is worth the, bringing this price point up to 205. One of the comments on our group, they were saying it's a 30% price increase from Wolverine to this over the span of 4 figures, essentially. Yeah, I don't.
People are just now getting Wolverine, right?
I think it's been about 2 or 3 weeks for Wolverine. I think the brown suit was pretty quick, and then the yellow suit came pretty quick as well.
Yeah, so it's like you really have only one, technically two figures out of this line, and you're already shooting the price up. The reason I think the LEDs are just in the wrist, because if it was magnetically, you turn it on by magnets, if you put it in the chest, it should all be connected and they would all come on. But it's a separate thing you have to turn on. So that's why I think it's just in the gauntlet, that light up function. Mm-hmm. Also, paint does not stick to silicone bodies. So is that like a sleeve that's over the silicone? Like, I don't really know what.
You could cast the silicone in that color. Like
Could
with
you?
some of the Fisons that are like those red, like the devil ones that Rainer has.
Okay.
It's a red, like they mix in that red to the silicone.
Okay. Yeah, because this
so like
looks
if you cut into it, it'll be red throughout
all the way through. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it's possible that the gold is just, maybe some
because
gold
it's
flake
very
that
metallic looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like is the crotchal region also silicone? Because like the thighs.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's like an over piece. Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like you said. I think that.
I'm not quite sure how to help you.
Oh my god.
Wow. It's like after it's $215 and then shipping and tax, from Sideshow. It's I mean, you're looking at what? 240, 250, which is
but you
basic.
can make that argument with every figure, right? Like once you add in the shipping and tax, it's another
right.
$35-$40. I just don't feel like they're losing sight of entry grade, and they're losing sight of like the Hono Spider-Man to me was like, okay, like this is a well articulated figure that you're not going to have to worry about. In theory, the fabric, like a pleather suit,
bunching,
or the rubber,
flaking.
And so, I don't know. I feel like this isn't going to be a figure that's that articulated, and I also don't think this is a figure that really needs the bells and whistles, if that's what's causing it to be at that price point. Now, some people are saying there's seamless legs as well, and the Iron Man or the Wolverine doesn't have those, which. Fair point. I don't know. I would say, like, even if you can cut it down another 15 to 20, to me, I think it seemed like with the boys, 200 was kind of that number where, like, once you started going over that, you're kind of losing sight of where you want to be for this line. So this is just 15 over that price point.
Because
I wonder, like,
go on.
As we keep going, right? With this one, you might be able to justify it, but the next figure, if it's 200 and it's Thor, right?
Well, that's what I was going to say. The Thor has those circles on him that to attract the lightning. So it's like, I think he has 6 of them on his chest and abdomen. It's like, are all 6 going to light up? So now it's even more expensive. Like, what are we doing with this line specifically?
Yeah.
So,
and Brendan has a good point here. He says that the entry level could be based on the price for the character. If an average Iron Man Hot Toy is 400, so 215 by comparison could be seen as entry level. Yeah, and I think also just remember, overall, I think Hot Toys entry level prices. We talked about this. Was it last week or the week before? About 240 to 260 is kind of where most of the lower tier Hot Toys, and by lower tier, like in terms of price and cost. So,
right.
If
with
this
the
is,
Sideshow bump.
Yeah, well, this also obviously has that price as well. So, right. I think it's interesting. And Jason Nelson had a really good question. He asked me before the show to talk about, so we don't have too much to talk about, so we have a little bit of time. Let's see here. Figures and aging. With the Hono Iron Man, speculations for longevity are pretty relevant at the moment. It would be nice to see us talk about purchases that have not lasted as long as they were hoping. Products like Fison, Seamless Bodies, the Hot Toys 1-to-1 scale Baby Yoda, pleather on figures, etc. I've been pretty lucky. I think the only figures of mine that haven't aged particularly gracefully are... let's see. First off, the Vader that it's a custom, but it's a Hot Toys A New Hope 2.0 bodysuit. That suit is just fucked. It's right in the elbows. It's just bad. Kind of a lost cause on that one. And Present Toys, Michael Corleone. They used a really weird... Hot Toys Han Solo A New Hope has this issue as well. But the glue they used for the Velcro strip on the dress shirt is... it, like, over time oxidizes and it turns, like, brown. It's
Yeah.
real yucky. And I have not been able to bleach that out or paint that out. I've tried a number of things, and I don't know. It's kind of ruined that figure for me. I've been pretty fortunate. I tend to only really keep figures for a long time when I think that they're not going to have those kind of issues. Yeah, looking at everything else, I think even like the Medicom Rocketeer, I'll do a little bit of leather conditioning on that once a year or so, and it's been pretty good to go. There's a Sideshow Batman that I have that I really like, but I don't pose that one because it has like these lines on the suit. It's just like maybe like 2 or 3 lines per extremity. They're just like, I don't know, like panel lines almost, but they're soft. And I've posed it a few times dynamically, and you think it would be a suit that would take it. But those lines, they're almost like, I don't really know what you'd call it, but they're almost like plastic, and they can like crack. And so I don't pose them too much less than I'd like to, because I fucking love that figure. It's one of my favorite figures. What about you, Dean? Have you had any issues with any of your figures and aging over time?
I actually haven't. I don't really do crazy poses with my figures. I usually just do museum poses, so I haven't had any real like catastrophic failures. Now, I did show you this, and I have no explanation to why it's happened. But my A New Hope Luke, his arms got stained blue somehow. I don't know what it is. And his face. It almost looks like, you know how like when you like leave like the Hot Toys like cloaks over the sculpt, it'll stain brown. It's like that, but it's blue. But it's like his sleeves are white. And I don't know what would have stained his face. It's the weird, I literally have no explanation of why that happened. But,
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of off the top of my head. All my other figures are clones and characters with like cloth, so they can pose well without really worrying about tearing or flaking. My Vader is currently put away, so I can't really speak on my Vader at the moment, but I do worry about him all the time because I had him in the, with his hands on his belt boxes. So
yeah,
yeah. So
there we go.
I've been pretty lucky.
Charlie says, any of you have the old Scarlet Witch with the coat that absolutely deteriorated? Yeah, I don't know. And Action Figure Academy makes a great point. Giving entry-level collectors figures made of silicone is asking for trouble. Yeah, I completely agree. I think that's not a bad point. Let's see here. We have from Star Ace, the company that can do no wrong, we have Ghostbusters figures. We have 2 of them that they've shown us out of the gate. And knowing Star Ace, Dean, we're about to be in for some spooky stuff, to be honest. This one is $284, and this is ready to go to ship, pickup available. I don't know if that's accurate.
It says subject to final approval.
It says, yeah, it's weird because it says release date Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, but on the website it says it's good to go. But let's switch tabs here. Peter Venkman. I would say, looking at this, I would not be fooled, my friends. I would not even. I don't think this is great, but I think Star Ace has a history of less than stellar proto to final results, and yeah, I think it's also interesting that they teased. Let's see here. We have teased of Winston. I was trying to figure out his full name. Winston Zedmore. Which is really cool that they're leading with these 2 characters. I know Winston doesn't get a lot of love. Usually, I think it was Blitzway. I want to say they offered them as a 4-pack and then I believe as a 3-pack. And so, a lot of people that have them don't have Winston, which is kind of a shame. But I think I think I have concerns about how these are going to come out at the final release.
Is that his hair in the movie? I don't remember him having hair.
Some better pics. Let's see. We can double check. Let's see. We'll look at the pre-order photos.
Bro, those boots are atrocious. That looks like G.I. Joe boots. Like the figures you get at like
the cheap 90s one.
Yeah. Those are awful. I will say if the nicest thing I could say about these is if you want to kit bash your own, this like the outfit and the accoutrements are good.
Yeah.
But these head sculpts are not good.
His hair's kind of has that like back.
Okay.
Yeah. Not the worst thing I've seen. I don't know, man. 285, that's a pretty
That's real high.
That's a good hot toy that you can get for that price. And you think there's 4 of them that you'd want to buy.
Yeah, I don't know where Star Ace gets off charging $285. It's like, bro, you haven't been. I can't think of a single Star Ace release that I was like, okay. I mean, the best figure off the top of my head that I could think of was their Leonidas, and that body was not good. It was like the head sculpt was good, and like the weapons, but the little pleather that it came with was awful.
Yeah.
But it's like there's always something that has to be fixed or replaced to make their figures, somewhat acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
And you're charging $285. I mean, that to me, these head sculpts are. That does not look like. What's the actor's name? Venkman.
God damn it! You're gonna make me look like a fool.
I just forgot. Help me out in the chat.
There we go.
Star E-Rays. Yeah, I just don't know where they. One who keeps giving them fucking licenses and approving this shit. Like,
this would have been a cool license. I don't know that I would have been interested if it was, but like an in-art license, I think it could have been cool. I think there would have been people that have been real excited for that.
Hell yeah.
Because the Blitzway ones are pretty fucking good figures, and the Blitzway Ecto 1 and I believe the subsequent remake from the new movie, really high. I mean, that thing's like the size of a fucking fridge. It's huge.
Yeah, Bill Murray. Yeah. Sorry, that does not look like Bill Murray at all.
Well, this is Winston Zedmore.
Well, I know, but when you had,
I'm just kidding. I'm like, yeah, I don't think it does either. You're not wrong.
When you had, it's like, bro, this is. I mean, if I was Bill Murray, I'd be contacting my lawyers. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like that story of what's his name? Lionel Richie and the blind girl that did the statue of him. And he was like so pissed about it, but it's like kind of looks exactly like you. This is like, who is that? That's it. It'd be like if Bill Murray had a sparkling water.
What?
Like sparkling water, like a sparkling water Bill Murray flavor. It's like
0 calories.
Yeah. It's like just a hint of Bill Murray. It's like not real Bill Murray flavor.
It's like you looked at Bill Murray really hard for about 25 minutes and then closed your eyes and just did that from memory. It's like you look and you're like, oh, it's Bill Murray, and then like you really look and you're like, that's Phil Murray, bro. I don't know who this is.
It's Phil Murray.
He's got like a mustache on the top of his head. I don't know what's going on here.
It's just.
I will say I do like the little proton effects. Just trying to find some the smallest amount of something here. I hate that for this price point they're giving you those cheap little oval bases. Don't love that. But you do get some LED lights. The gun has lights, and the backpack has red and blue scrolling lights. Yeah, I don't see these being big sellers, especially I think their most recent release that I can remember, the Starlight and the Homelander, which I don't think anyone really enjoyed.
Dude, that Starlight is an affront to
bad.
humanity.
It's pretty bad. So yeah.
I have almost nothing positive to say about these. Like, and to charge $285 for it, it's like, bro, where do you get the fucking audacity?
Yeah.
This is a don't get it if you haven't figured it out.
This is a hard don't get it. Let's see here. Just trying to figure out what we want to talk about next.
Mario said the Ghostbusters logo on the arm is backwards.
Oh, is it really? I didn't. Oh, this thing? This circle?
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's even on the base. It's the right way. God damn it. That's pretty bad.
Maybe it's like these colors don't run. Like the American flag is.
Oh.
Maybe
well, hang on. Here we go. Let's see. Ghostbusters. Uniform? Let's see. Let's see what it looks like in the movie. I think Mario is not that I doubted Mario at all, but I think he's 100% correct. Let's see. This is what I'm looking at right here. You got the arm there. Let's see if we can enhance. Nope. Let's see. I'll go to this. There we go. That's good enough. Let's go to the base here.
Yeah, it's totally backwards.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Yeah, because the other arm should be lower. Yep, that's good enough for me. Proof is in the pudding, Mario. Do you like pudding?
Not a pudding guy.
Yeah, me neither. Let's see here. We have a small bit of update on the Mac Ready by Mondo. So I've seen about 6 people today that said their Mondo has been stuck at customs for the past 3 weeks, and it is alleged that they're going to be sent back to China, to Hong Kong, or the People's Republic, as they say. And so seems to be not a ton of rhyme or reason. Moose did reach out to Mondo's customer service, and they said they reached out to DHL regarding this and your order, along with a number of other orders are currently being held by U.S. Customs officials for a physical examination. Unfortunately, since this is a customs issue, we cannot do anything on our end to speed up the process. If you don't see any new updates on the item in the next 5 business days, let us know, and we will proceed from there. Sounds like he was, in fact, not Mac ready. But yeah, so like I said, I've seen a number of people, even just in our chat today, that have had this issue. So if you have this issue, be sure to check your tracking number. I know Chris Porteous, who provided this photo on the left for us, he got his, and he's really enjoying it. But obviously, that doesn't mean anything to anyone that's still waiting. So yeah, weird. Definitely contact Mondo and let them know what's going on. And
is this like a widespread issue, or?
I've seen about 6 people post about this today, and then, like I said in our chat,
weird.
Yeah, and on the DHL website, they're saying that it's being returned to the mainland of People's Republic of China.
Wow.
So keep an eye on that. If you're, we'll keep you updated, and I guess we'll see what happens, and perhaps every week we can give an update on this. I think by next week they should have real answers as to what's happening. So, Moose, let us know what happens. We'll keep the chat updated as well. This is really cool, Dean. $5 gets you a Lego D&D minifigure blind bag. Now, these are actually not technically blind bags. If you do a little bit of Google, you will find a way in which you can scan the barcode on the back with a QR scanner, and it will give you a code, and that code relates to which figure it is in the box. You can't get that code unless you scan the QR code.
Yeah.
But there are some really,
Bro,
really cool.
Us?
Bro, Love to see it. Here's the full listing here. You get a dragonborn, you get a tiefling with 2 faces. Let's see here. You get a druid, Aarakocra, you get Strahd, you get a mind flayer, you get a
rat, bro.
Bro, the Ratzal memes. You love to see it. You get a witch.
Is there a wizard? How is there no wizard?
So I think this is meant to be like an auxiliary set for the big set. I think that set had a wizard. However, that's BS. Also, it's a paladin. Look at that. He's got your boy on the shield, Dean.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm excited for this. I actually have the full set ordered, but I want to go and find doubles of some of these. I'm super stoked. These are like really high quality minifigures.
Dude,
and all of them. The only one I don't understand is why this one has the like all of them have like for the typical Lego minifigs, like the space one, they're all like the Lego city, like where all of them have the yellow flesh tone, and this one has the Lego type Lego city flesh tone. But all the other ones just have like,
maybe he's an orc or a goblin.
Oh, I think you're actually exactly right. I think this is the orc sorcerer from the set. I'm trying to find the names of these.
Dude, look, you got a Stolas, an Emperor, us, Strahd, the Rat, a Bard. Technically, the Bard could be a Starian. Look, you even got fucking Withers here.
Here we go. So we have a halfling bard with a lute, which
that is not a halfling. That's
bottom left.
Full-grown man.
A Githyanki warlock. Here, I'm trying to look at both of these things at the same time.
Oh yeah, he is a Gith.
Oh my God, what happened?
That's why he's light green.
Yeah, hang on. Give me 1 second. I just lost my damn tab. Here we go.
I love these.
Dwarf barbarian with an axe. Which one is that one?
Dwarf barbarian. Oh, the top left.
Oh, top left. Okay, got it. Mind Flayer with us, or Intellect Devourer. Love it. Strahd von Zarovich with the sword. Tasha the Witch Queen with the cauldron. I believe that's yes. Let's see here. We got the Lady of Pain with the cube, which is number 10, second or bottom row, second. The Tiefling Sorcerer with the red baby dragon. Love that you got a baby dragon. A Golden Dragonborn Paladin with shield. Love it. The White Aarakocra Ranger with a dog. That's fucking Bernard's dog right there, basically.
Yeah, dude.
Halfling Druid with a bird. That's a halfling right there. So where's the halfling bard with the lute? Yeah, that's too tall. That's so weird.
Yeah,
they gave you a halfling in the same set.
The dwarf and the halfling are too tall. Like they should have, because like the Frodo and stuff, those are smaller minifigures, aren't they? They have like those like half legs.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have Saz Tam with a skull, which is pretty cool. You said it was Withers, but yeah, it's a different character. But I think it's so cool. You get some named characters. You get some kind of random characters. This is perfect because I already have my ideal Ozol in Lego. The Lego did that star wizard robe, and so I got my Ozol already. And he's just been needing his other friends. So yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, I mean, you could technically like futz these, like the Strahd. That could easily be Zothos,
Yeah, definitely.
And then pop a different head on the Paladin, the Dragonborn. That's Burn.
Calaban.
Yeah, or Caliban. And then it's the wrong color, but the Tiefling, like that could easily be Estrella. You just pop her on there.
Yeah.
The Withers, the Emperor, us, Starian,
the Rat,
Aarakocra. You could just say it's a Stolas.
The Rat, bro. Don't forget the number 1 MVP.
The Rat, dude. That's amazing.
Fucking Rat, bro.
Yeah, I like these a lot.
$5, dude. I'm gonna have to get some doubles of some of these. I might have to pick up 2 of the Dragonborns because you're right. I could make a burn out of that.
$60. That's not bad.
Yeah, if you find the full set. I may have to go hunt these tomorrow, and they look so fucking good together. All the poses, all the expression.
Strahd is so cool.
Oh, I'm so excited. because I basically fucked Strahd up bad. Me and you, fucking the coin
Dude.
boys, and then the hammer, bro.
Max absolutely humiliated.
Remind me, what did he do?
Well, I misty stepped and like just wrecked his shit, and then Max broke his sword. So
I remember that. Yeah,
he couldn't do anything because like his next legendary action was tied to the sword.
Yeah, and then the coin boys just fucking walloped him to finish him off.
Oh man! Dude.
If y'all don't watch so unfortunately for reasons beyond our control, we had to take down all of our old D&D stuff. But if you're not watching our current Baldur's Gate 3, it's really fun. And last episode, we absolutely dog walked somebody. It was awesome.
Bro,
who did we fight? I don't even remember. That's how boring that fight was. Oh, the main bad guy.
The main dude.
Fucked him up bad.
Gortash humiliated him, dude. He thought he was gonna do something. It was like his undoing too. Oh,
it was hilarious.
I basically, one cycle killed him.
Yeah, he was around for like a round and a half, and he bonused himself with like 200 more hit points, and we still fucking took him down. So, yeah, it was good stuff. Charlie says, "How many minifigs do you all own?" For Lego, I probably have about 40, 30. Whenever we go to the Lego store, my wife and daughter always make like the little 3-pack. I don't have too many. I take that back because I have some that are part of sets. So probably 100. I don't know. Like one set alone that I bought came with like 25 of them. So
I only have. I think I have maybe like 15. I have a full clone dropship that I kitted out with Anakin, Obi-Wan, Rex, and Cody, and then a bunch of clones. And then I have Ahsoka and all her clones. And then I have the Guardians 1 ship with some of the characters.
Nice.
What the hell's it called? Starts with a D, doesn't it?
The which one?
The Guardians 1.
The Milano?
The Milano, thank you. Not the. I was like.
You're thinking of the
Landau.
Anyways, the Trash Panda. We have our friends over at Collector Zone a discount for you guys. You get 15% off all in-stock items and full pay pre-orders with code CW. You can go check them out at collectorzone.com. They also have their group, the Collector Zone Cantina. I believe they're doing their biggest sale of the year. If you join their group and message Marcos, I think he'll tell you how. I vaguely think I know what it is because I think he did the same deal last year, but it's a pretty sweet deal. And I can't say too much about it here, but go check them out at Collector Zone Cantina to get all the details. Just because I don't have the full confirmation of everything. So check them out. They're good people and they'll take care of you. And I actually have my second symbiote Spider-Man coming from them, so very excited for that. From the Hono symbiote Spider-Man.
Nice.
Very cool. Dean, we are over the hill, and this one is just about to be over. We have the junk drawer. I have 2 things to share. Ian McKellen has been asked to return as Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum. I'm a bit scared because there is no script, there is no screenplay, there is no cast, and in my perfect world, this man would live to be 1,000,000. I'm very worried about this. I'm scared. A man can only admit when he is scared. I want this man to be in all the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah, I feel like... I mean, Gandalf has always been kind of even before the movies, Gandalf was, kind of beloved.
Yeah, of course.
But,
of course.
I mean, with Ian McKellen, they're almost like synonymous with each other now. It's like, it's like Luke Skywalker and Mark Hamill. Like, how do you have Gandalf and not have Ian McKellen?
Yeah.
Which, is kind of detriment to not only the character, but Lord of the Rings as a whole. Because, I mean, that's a huge thing for people, even with the Rings of Power show. It's
Yeah.
like
I
this
haven't seen season 2, so please don't spoil it.
I haven't either.
The chat
but
or you.
But it's like, this motherfucker's not Gandalf. Like, get out of
He
here.
could be, though. I think it might be. I haven't seen the new episode, so maybe they dispelled that pretty quickly.
I
But
thought they said it was him at the end of the show.
yes, that's what I'm saying. I think they said it was him.
Yeah. So, but it's
It
like
shouldn't be based on like the. Not. I don't know if it's weird because it's like Tolkien said it, but I think it was like in a letter, and so it's like a lot of people consider that to be canon, myself included. But it's like Disney or not Disney, Amazon also got approval for these things, right? So it's like,
right. Well, they also don't have the rights to the canon story, so none of this stuff is canon.
Yeah, this is all a non-canon story. Yeah, that's right.
It's all make believe.
Yeah,
I mean, Lord of the Rings is make believe, but
Lord of the Rings didn't
extra
happen.
make believe.
It is a real thing. That's why it's called Middle Earth, not middle like something, Middle Moon, right?
Middle
like,
favoring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it happened in the middle of the Earth, like right in the middle.
That's above Godzilla and King Kong, but below us.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah. So it's like I'm 100% to see Ian McKellen back as Gandalf. Yeah. I just don't really give a shit about Gollum or Smeagol.
Bro, the hunt for Gollum, they hunted for him for 3 fucking movies. I'm good.
They already had him. We know how it ends.
Yeah. They hunted him.
They got him. Yeah, and he said Baggins and Shire. We know how that story plays out. So, I don't know. I don't think we need this, but I'll take it. I love Lord of the Rings. So,
yeah.
Any chance to see Gandalf come back, and especially Ian McKellen, I'm all for it. But you're right. It's especially nowadays where it's like watching your favorite franchises just fucking burn to the ground. It's kind of the new norm.
You know what
it's
really
like,
cool, Dean?
What?
Sorry, finish what you're gonna say. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna, say that like with that being kind of, what is happening nowadays, it's like I'm just cautiously optimistic, but if they fuck it up, I honestly wouldn't be surprised.
What if? Hear me out. It is. I haven't seen season 2. Maybe I'm behind the wheel here. The stranger from Rings of Power, that's what his name was, is Gandalf. And hear me out. I don't know if you know this. I was making a 1/6 scale The Acolyte stranger. Big fan. Hashtag renew the Acolyte. What if I get to make another 1/6 scale stranger from Rings of Power? Yeah? Pretty good, huh? Boom. Now we're on our own, baby. Now we are on our own. But I won't tell anyone about it, like the last 1/6 go, the stranger that I made. So
yeah, I don't know if he was called the stranger.
Yeah. Dean, there was a video game that got canceled. Concord.
Oh my god, this is fucking crazy.
This is crazy. Dude. It was out for 2 or 3 weeks. They're ceasing sales immediately. Everyone will get a full refund. And I believe its peak Steam players count was 600 and something.
Yeah, 697.
Something like that, yeah.
They couldn't muster up 1,000 players.
Full refunds, and the game is dead. They will no longer have access to it. It was in development for 8 years. And
I honestly don't understand how. It's a fucking hero shooter. The maps are not big. I mean, if you've played any kind of Call of Duty, Destiny, the maps aren't massive, unless you're counting Warzone, which is an open world. But
Jesus Christ,
actual PvP maps are not that large. There was only 12 or 15 characters to pick from. The mechanics of the game are not crazy. Right? Each character has their own power. It's like, how did this take 8 years? How did you spend $150 million on this and take 8 years? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just kind of, it had a lot of issues, but boring gameplay was, I would say, number one. Because you could say, like, oh, the characters were shitty and the, whatever you want to say about it. But if it's a fun game to play, people will look past that kind of stuff, right? Because you have people like calling it woke and stuff and blah, blah, blah. I would consider Baldur's Gate relatively, progressive and the kind of stuff you could do in that game. But it's a fucking amazing game. Yeah. So you could win a lot of people over by just having a good product. This just wasn't that. It was just stale, boring, bland, uninspired. Like, what are we doing here? You're charging... It's a live service game, one, and you're charging me to play it up front, $50 or $60.
Yeah. And a lot of those are typically free, right? Like
most live
Fortnite
service games are free.
I don't know if Fortnite is that type of game, but
Fortnite is free to play.
But that's a live service? I don't know what live service is.
Live service is like you have a battle pass and you buy skins and
but
they don't that kind of stuff doesn't affect gameplay.
You can still play without it, but you can also purchase additional. Okay.
Yeah, like it's kind of like Helldivers. Like, I want to buy that helmet. It doesn't affect. Well, that does affect the game because it's like has better armor or better like.
Yeah.
But it's not a PvP game, so you're not competing against other players. So it's not pay to win. It's just a live service game. So this is in that model, and you're not bringing a lot of people in to contribute. So it's like, with Fortnite, I don't play Fortnite a lot, but it's free to play. They come out with a cool Star Wars skin or Marvel skin or Dragon Ball Z skin. I'll throw them $10. It's a free game. I want to get the skin, play it with my friends for a little bit. Cool. But you're going to charge me $60 to even play the game, and then I have to keep giving you money afterwards? Absolutely not. So... yeah, it was they kind of shot themselves in the foot here. It was pretty crazy to watch this happen. I never would have thought. I thought they would just go free to play, like fuck it. But they're actually just taking the fucking thing off.
It's weird that they're not doing that because I feel like you could recoup money. I almost feel like it's what was it? Batwoman or Batgirl, I don't know what that was, but they just scrapped the movie like it was done, and then they were like, we'll just get the tax break. You know what I mean?
Right.
It almost feels like that, Which
it honestly feels like a money laundering scheme is what it feels like. It's like,
dude, they got the Chase glitch, bro.
$150 million went where? Where did it go? It just seems kind of
8 years, bro.
There's
That's
just,
a long time.
I don't know, dude.
Bro, Grand Theft Auto 6 hasn't taken 8 years.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Taking fucking 20 years.
Let's see. One more thing. I just want to give a quick shout out. Let me pull up my doc again real quick. We used to have a guy, he still watches the show, Scarn Lord. He makes, we talked about him recently. He featured one of our Collecting Weekly shirts in his short from today, and he is blowing up, Dean. He started his channel like a few months ago. He's already about to pass us.
Hell
dude,
yeah,
I'm gonna have to have him for shout outs.
Hey, look at that.
Lovely guy. Look, he's handsome. He is. Look, I will say this. I know a lot of things. I know how to do a lot of things. My biggest weak point is editing. I can't edit. He edits so good. I was watching his videos this week. Really good at editing.
Wondered what it's like to have real-life Wolverine claws. These fire and steel Wolverine claws just turned cosplay into reality. Stainless steel, razor sharp, and surprisingly heavy. Now, check this out.
I love it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Comfort-wise, it's like wearing medieval gauntlet. Yeah,
it's awesome.
It hurts a little. You want to be Wolverine or not?
Dude, that's our anchor being right there.
While using these, I learned this
that's
the
my
hard
right
way.
there.
Now it's time for the durability test.
I should like it too.
Holy shit!
Just kidding. But remember, they're not actual weapons, they're collectibles. Now, check out this X stand. It's an X.
Oh!
That's a pretty cool display.
X in the comment below if you want these bad boys.
Great guy.
Sweet.
Love it. Shout out to Scarn Lord. Yeah, what a guy.
That was amazing.
Geek. Here, let's put his link in the chat there. Geek Dad Ventures. Lovely guy. And yeah, we wish him all the continued success. He's booming, as they say, Dean. He is the diamond. We were the rough. He's the diamond, bro. We found the diamond right at the end there, Dean.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's see, Dean. We got some Patreonies to thank.
Yes, we do. Sorry, I was looking for an Instagram page. I was going to do a shout out. Yeah, we got Captain Fordo, Ian Seavey, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, David Jones, Sam Guest, Joao Brada, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Guns Figs, Billy Badfish, Joe Chutbeak Scorpus, Luke Skywalker, Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Big Old Fern, Cesar Marquin, Mark Phillips, Elisa Martin Bomansky, Rick DeGregorio, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Alan Morgan, Tukathri Wa, Derek B, Arias Portillo, Alvin J, Mario Delgado, Arelis Delgado, Toy Cartel, Seth Scale Collector, Jared Gagney, Alberto Cortez, Big Rib, Trevor Weed, Jared's on there again, Matt Clevenger, Don Maton, Stephen Purchase, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Steve and Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Exodus, Abe Dunk TV. Did we forget one from last week? And
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Sorry. It was Darren Ilderton. I have to add that. And
Darren Ilderton.
Is Alvin J? Yeah, Alvin J's on there. He renewed his membership. And sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. And Gigi, the judgmental. So we need to take.
I don't know how that played. It's like started midway.
We need to take one Jared off and replace him with the other.
Yes, that is my task for this week, if I can remember. Let's see here. We have the September-October Patreon benefits. Unfortunately, these are all shipped already, so if you sign up between now and October, there may be a possibility you don't get one of these. If that's the case, you'll get your first sticker set November, December, probably towards December. We have the Ox Joker sticker and the Dark Timeline sticker. Let's see here. We have a few different tiers if you want to join us and support us on Patreon. We have the Hot Seat tier, which is all the digital stuff. The Sweet Angel, which is the first tier where you get the stickers sent straight to your door. The Certified Crispy, which is the Figure Fix Assistance. And the What a Guy, which is the $25 Pog Deluxe set on your first pledge. Let's see here. Looking at our YouTube channel members, we have Absolute Irwin, Alvin J, Andrew Giebel, Benjamin Hansen, Big O Fern, Bob Dylan, CC3PO, Chris V, CT603, DJ, Daminator, Doc Smizzle, Equan, Fat Batman, Gare Bear, Good Old Spotchka, Gotham Cenobites, Justin Sports Card, Jared Gagney, LV Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Mike L, Money Mendez, OG Fan, OMFG Rick, 16 Focus, Paul Schreiber, Philip the Full, S Beam, Sam Giss, Scarlord, SpongeBob SquareBalls, Sunnyvale Rust, The Ben Thomas Show, Toy Mafia, and Exodus. You can join our YouTube channel membership for 99 cents if you're on our Patreon, or $2.99 if you're not. You get loyalty badges, chat emojis, and weekly member shoutouts. We also have a TeePublic if you want to rock that shirt that the handsome Scarlord was rocking on his short. You can find that there on TeePublic. And looking at the network, I believe it's Small Talk this week. I believe we're also taking a break on D&D. I'm actually wanting to play, but we'll see. I know kind of with everyone's schedule, we try to do 3 on, 1 off. After Dark on Wednesday at 10:30, which is tomorrow. And I believe the Friday Night Boys will be back this Friday. Last episode was really good on the D&D show. We got a bunch of items to pretty much upgrade all of our characters, Dean Respect. It was a really good episode. I got some critical items that I had missed. I don't know how I missed them, but we were able to circle back and
that is crazy.
Yeah, I stopped Googling where all the good items were, and I was like, what the hell? Where am I supposed to find this staff at? And I just missed it.
Yeah, then we stumbled into a civil war in the Zentarum. Because I walked into the alley And this guy was like, hey, I thought I was going to get into a fight there. And he was like, you should be careful where you walk. You never know who you're going to run into. It could be kind of dangerous. And I was like, bro, 1v1 me right now. And then he was like, oh, I know you. You're so-and-so's friend. She's just inside. Go. She's waiting for you. And I was like, oh, I guess it was the Zentharan chick from the Goblin camp.
Mm-hmm.
So when I walked in, they were like, "Oh, you picked a really good time to show up," and then like a fight broke out. I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
it was kind of crazy. But I wanted to give a shout out here, Zach, if I can.
Wow.
This is my buddy Joseph Connors. Also might just be Joe. The Seamsmith. Here's the link. If you guys.
How do you know this guy?
He was actually the first person when I joined the Mythic Legions community. Basically, like the main Facebook group is called Mythic Legions Cabal. Like the creators are on there. Everyone in the community pretty much rallies in this Facebook group. And I was new, and I had some questions, and this guy was gracious enough to DM me and answer my questions, and then he sold me some stuff, and then I asked him about making a custom outfit for my figure, and he totally did it. He did everything I asked him to do. I still got to fudge it because I just got it in the mail, but here it is.
Sorry, he assembled it for you, or what?
Yeah, he hand sewed it and stitched it together, and
wow.
Yeah, and he does custom outfits and clothing and for Mythic Legions. And
does he do 1/6 scale stuff?
I wanted to ask him, but I also didn't want to like dogpile him with a bunch of shit because he was doing this for me. And
what the fuck are you giving him a shout out? Dogpile him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're already doing this for me. I'm not gonna be like, oh, by the way, can you do all this other shit?
Not for you.
I know, but I'm just saying, go give him a follow. Tell him Collecting Weekly, or actually, I don't even think he knows the name of the channel. Tell him Dean the Dream sent you. But I told him that we do a podcast here, and I didn't want to oversell it, so I was like, hey guys,
wow, tell him we're world famous.
Well, I didn't want to tell him we're world famous and like he gets like 2 likes, and he'd be like, all right, fuck you.
It's not our fault.
I mean? Yeah, so Instagram, the Seamsmith, but Smith is spelled with a Y for those listening. TheSemsMyth. So if you have Mythic Legions and you're looking for custom clothing, capes, skirts, whatever, he's your man. He was awesome. Yeah, I wanted to give him a shout out because he's a good guy. So go show him some love, would you please? But you can see all this cool stuff. This one's really cool with like the what do you call that design, Zach?
Show me again.
This one right here.
I don't. Let me see if I can make it bigger on my screen.
If I click
like
it,
pattern?
yeah, Instagram won't let me.
Yeah, it's really annoying, Dean. Now that we're talking about seamstress, seam work.
Yeah. I
dropped some stuff off at a seamstress, and I told them I needed it done by Friday, and they were like, we'll charge you $10 extra. It's fucking Wednesday, and I haven't heard from them almost. It's Tuesday, but tomorrow's Wednesday. I haven't heard from them today. And I feel like when I go in, I shouldn't be charged the rush fee, because it was going to be done by Wednesday regardless.
That does seem odd.
And I made sure, I was like, you guys are going to call me, right? Like when it's done? They're like, yeah, we'll call you. I've got no calls.
That is kind of...
Yeah, and if no calls that left a voicemail. No calls that...
When did you drop it off? Friday?
No, I dropped it off Tuesday.
Last week?
Yeah. It's been 7 days.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's what I'm saying. I just dropped something. That's what I'm saying.
But you need it for Friday.
No. So I dropped it off, and they're like, how soon do you want this? And I just thought in my small mind, I was like, oh, they'll just cut it like right then and there. I didn't even need any sewing. I just needed it cut. And they were like, oh, well, like, you know, we can have it by Friday if you want to pay a rush fee. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then, so on the little check receipt thing, they took my number and they're like, okay, well, we'll see you Friday. And I was like, will you call when it's ready? And they're like, yeah, we'll call. And they like double check the number. And I was like, okay, fantastic. And I have not heard from them. And when I tried to call them, they were closed on.
Yeah, it was a holiday.
Well, no, it was like a Saturday that I tried to call them.
Oh.
I guess I missed their hours, but I feel like even if it was done by Friday, they didn't call me. So it's like I triple check you were going to call me. I should have to pay for the rush fee.
Yeah, that's some horse shit. What is it that you're going to cut?
Well, I actually won't even need it, which is the annoying part because it's kind of expensive.
Oh, is it for a stranger?
Yeah, I had Victoria do it, and the fabric ended up being too thick anyways, so I don't think it's going to really
You should talk about that. You haven't really talked about that on the show.
Crazy you mention it. I think this is the first the chat might be hearing of. I'm actually worked on, it's right here. It's the 1/6 scale The Stranger custom by me, by Zach's Wonderland. Oh, actually, I do have a plug, real quick. Let's see. I hate Instagram. I actually go to Facebook. Let's see. Zach's Wonderland. We're doing a giveaway on Thursday. Let's see here. Giveaway on Thursday. If you guys want to enter the giveaway. Here we go. On Zach's Wonderland. We're giving a pair of these Spider-Man adapters away. International, you have to pay shipping. Just go on Instagram and go to my Zach's.Wonderland. Share the photo to your story and tag me, and then comment on the post. And on the 5th of September, which is Thursday, I will do a live video in the evening, and we'll do a little duck race because there's not many people, and you can win a free set of stands. So there you go. But anyways, Dean, I think we've touched them all tonight. I think we've said all we need to say tonight, right?
I think so. I do just want to say thank you everyone out there who's watching us and supporting us. That's so cool seeing was it Scarnlord you said? Wearing our shirt. That's so cool. What a plug, right? It's just like front and center. That's a great t-shirt, by the way. Beautiful. Yeah, go pick up a shirt. That's so cool. We really don't see any money from that shirt. It's just cool to see you guys wearing it. I think you said a couple people had ordered them. Maybe it was him a few weeks ago. So
yeah, it could have been. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool that he's wearing it. So, but thank you everyone out there who was watching us and supporting us. Zach and I were solo tonight. We haven't been solo again in ages because when we started,
there was a point where we're like, I was like, cancel the show, bro. No one else wants to show up. I'm not gonna show up. But you know, just kidding. They were all busy. But yeah, it was like there's nothing to talk about. You know,
there really wasn't a whole lot. I mean, you guys just sat through the show an hour, and we're stretching it here. So
yeah, we're really just patting the stats right now.
Yeah, but. Yeah, thank you guys. Even on the slow weeks, that we got the chat booming, and we love you guys, and we appreciate you. Yeah, thank you.
There you go, guys. Anyways, I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
We love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.